Man United 3, Bayern Munich 4. Bro, talk to me. People are waiting for you in the chat right now.
Yeah,
they said, Marcel, come outside. Marcel said he wants a new goalkeeper. Marcel, he says, what's this? Marcel said, this will be way better than De Gea. De Gea's the problem. Marcel, how did you see that game?
Well, the goalkeeper mistake does start the downward slope of mentality shift. Something that we've seen throughout this season and throughout last season. When we concede goals, the team start to frail away, the team start to crumble, and you saw that kind of today. 2 quick goals and after a 5-minute spell. Previous to that, I think 25-30 minutes of really good football. A lot of people anticipated us to be completely blown out the water by Bayern Munich, 4 and 5-0, but the 25-30 minute spell was really good. I mean, we had the favour of the game. Pellistri had a moment, and then Eriksen can follow in from that, and we score. It's a 1-0 game, and it's different. Reguilon, who's been brilliant the first 2 games that he's played for the club, comes and creates opportunities to cut back opportunities from Rashford.
We say brilliant though, but we got to be careful with these wordings, because when we say brilliant, bro, we conceded more than 6 goals.
Yeah. I mean, a complete capitulation in terms of the first goal. Poor technical level from Onana, and it really just brings down the drops the head. And we've seen that many times. Head starts dropping once you concede these kind of goals. Declan Rice near post from Onana should save it. Stronger hands. Brighton as well. Technical level from Pedro Neto. Pedro, I think the striker that comes on finish he should save it. But I've seen that from David De Gea plenty of times throughout his career. That ability that
so many at once though.
Yeah, in a short period of time, it's good.
There's a lot that's happened in a short period of time for a brand new player of that. What we're expecting.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it. Bravo with Man City early on. Alisson with Liverpool early on. This is when you're starting this style of football. Risks is the reward. So
this is not a risk thing though, Marcel. Marcel, today what we saw was keeper howlers. I don't think it was risky football we tried to play. Someone, Kane done the layoff. He takes a low shot. Sane scores and he fumbles into the net. I don't know if that's risk.
Yeah, well, okay, scratch that. But for this in particular 90 minutes, mistakes.
Okay.
But with the technical side of things, I think it's he's just sometimes fumbles things. He makes a few mistakes. But yeah, this game was poor. And so there's been other moments this season where it's been poor as well. Hopefully, he improves on it.
He came out today and he done the interview, which is brilliant. Yeah. That was good to see. That shows a lot of character. Do you reckon he can find the form that we brought him into the club for?
Yeah, he admits it. He admits obviously that he'd made the mistake, and that's part and parcel of the change of dynamic of the game. I think he can improve. Like I said, his technical ability with the feet do so much for the team overall. I think this will slowly start to shift away as a major problem once the back line is confirmed and is solid. Lindelof's part of that. Again, the goals that we concede, they're cutbacks. Strikers Lindelof could come out to Gnabry. Casemiro's been poor today in terms of following his runners. Yeah. Eriksen this season, Odegaard against Arsenal following the runners. Those are the 2 culprits for the second goal. So that's another part. Leaders that need to be.
So doesn't De Gea need a bit more respect in terms of regarding he had to play with a terrible back 4 at times. He had to there was times when he saved us himself. And obviously, you was one of the main guys that was saying, not good enough. Yeah. When you look at today, where Onana has another settled team, but that's what David De Gea had to deal with all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so I've always been an advocate of giving David De Gea's praises when he does well. I think everyone would know that for sure. But it's a thing where that doesn't hide the fact that we would have been playing a low block. We would have been playing like Atletico Madrid if David De Gea was playing that game today. Yeah. Because there's Onana and his presence there, we automatically force Bayern Munich into the low block and we get 25 minutes of good football. The dividend doesn't come of it because we don't take our chances. That's been a feature of our team the whole season, the last 5-6 football matches. That would change as the season goes on. Players will get more confidence, will start playing better football. I don't think this is something to be worried about. It's 5 football matches of the 23-24 season. Yeah.
All right, so I don't want to just focus on Onana because it'd be totally unfair. There's other players that need to be spoken about. What's your thoughts on just Bruno today and Bruno, Rashford? Let's go.
Come on, bro. You know how much I like Bruno Fernandes as a player, and absolutely shocking today. We say this a lot about him, but against top 6 sides and against top sides in general, he kind of go missing. you know, against the lesser sides and the lower sides, he's brilliant, you know, very creative, very dynamic, and he's able to overrun teams because they just don't have the quality, and he can be everywhere. He can be part of the defensive phase and the offensive phase. But, you know, he was nowhere today. Rashi, you know, is only part of an assist. And that's it. That's all he really offers. Again, he's not looking for Højlund for his cutbacks. Very, very single-minded. And
you found him today, though. There's one, but I can't say Rashford did well today.
Yeah, he didn't do well today. But like you said, the one moment for Højlund's goal, and that's brilliant. That Højlund obviously gets, you know, the first one, his debut goal in the Champions League. It's a good sign for him. But like, even him, he wasn't brilliant at holding the ball. You know, little things if you want to be nitpicky on it. You know, he wasn't brilliant at holding the ball. Pellistri ghosted. He had a good battle with Alfonso, but it was mainly defensive transitions. It was more battling and stuff like that. It was blocking Davis. But the whole team structuring itself, it just speaks to the lack of quality of footballer that we have. The quality level here in this football match was just chalk and cheese. You know, Musiala, Sane, all these kind of top level footballers. It makes it harder for us to play a good match. But I think Ten Hag set us up really well.
Well, let's talk about Ten Hag because, you know, he can't be void of critique.
Yeah.
The same goal keeps happening, bro. Talk to me.
Yeah, he needs to work on that. I mean, the cutback, midfielders picking up their men, staying alert throughout the whole phase of the game. If we want to be the best transitional team in the world, we have to think about defensive transitions as well. And that's something that we've been really poor on. You know, I can think to, you know, Nottingham Forest, Awani on the defensive transition, Rashford marking it. You know, when we lose the ball, players are not getting back into their positions quick enough, and we're just looking so open against Wolves. You know, we just look so open. So, again, the players need to come back for that though, KG, bro. You know, Money Mount needs to be back to help strengthen the side. Amrabat's still coming to help strengthen the side. Varane. Do you get it? Like, these are key players, bro. And without these players, we just look so vulnerable.
Do you want to change that midfield at all? Like, because we know the midfield currently is Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno. What do we need to rip it up and start again?
Yeah. Casemiro and Eriksen are yesteryear players in terms of their legs, what they can offer, and Bruno. You know, the jury's out on Bruno whether he can still, you know, be a mainstay player in terms of, you know, producing in the big matches only, because I still feel like he's very useful for us. I think his goals and assists are still important for us. I think he's a leader. I think he's a world-class player. It's just in those creme de la creme matches when we really need you to carry us and win football matches, the jury's still out on him. So he's got the armband for that particular reason. Can you do it in the big moments? I think, like you said on Casemiro and Eriksen, you know, Amrabat needs to come in as soon as possible, and we really need that legs. You know, Money Mount needs to be able to help us defensively in transitions because we're very open right now. But, you know, we need that legs, man, because Eriksen, you know, against Arsenal, we scored, we concede straight away. Odegaard's behind him today in this game. He's watching Gnabry run past him and create that space, and then, you know, he gets the time and space for the finish.
It's mental, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, Man United's conceding 14 goals in the last 5 games. That just lets you know how bad it's got in terms of defensive. There's a lot of work for the manager to do. It's beyond. But then can we get a result and can we qualify in this group?
So you mentioned it. The group still looks healthy. There was a draw today. Bro. And the goal difference is only 1. Yeah. So there's still positives for me. So yes, definitely we can, and I think we made a good account of ourselves. We scored 3 goals, man. Yeah. And when you score 3 goals against a top side, you can normally get a result. Again, for Burnley, yes, we really can, bro. We can win that game, and I expect it.
All right, listen, big up, my bro. Stay blessed. Thanks a lot.